What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate y'all joining me today. We've got the truck back in here. Dang it. I need to pay attention. We got the truck back in here. Actually, it's on the other side. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do. What it is now is I got a winch bag that I carry in my truck. It's got my straps and my chain, and I think I got a chain in it, and my snatch block and all that stuff. And I keep it right here. Let me show y'all this. Inside that blue bag behind my passenger seat, and then my radio and this stuff sits here. But it just takes up that space for absolutely no reason. And I've been seeing a lot of you guys are taking those rifle cases and putting them up there, the like planos or whatever. Well, I've got one right here. It's a 42 inch. I used to have an AR-15 in this case, and I just don't like them for guns. They're too heavy. So I got me a drag bag for my Daniel Defense or my Bushmaster or whichever one I decided to put in there. So this one, and you can tell I already had it cut out for it, my magazines and all that crap. So I'm going to take all this stuff out. And I think that's what I'm going to do, is even pull this foam out and put my recovery gear. And right there in that, focus, stupid camera. And in this one, just because I haven't been able to figure out what I want to do with it, has got my tools. I've got almost every tool that I could possibly need for a Tacoma in here. As far as I've got your basic sockets or basic bolt sizes on a Tacoma is a 10mm, 12mm, and a 14. Of course, you're going to have a few other sizes, but that's your most common. Your axle nut, I've got a socket for it. I've got ratchets, screwdrivers, wrenches, sockets, a few Allen wrenches just with kind of my center cap, stuff like that. But pretty much everything I need to work on my truck, and a few others, is in that box. So I may actually end up putting everything in this box, putting it up on the roof, and then of course, locking it down to the roof. And then I'm gonna get my bag and everything out, and I guess I'll just show you kind of the stuff I have. And of course, there's a few other things I want that I don't have yet. And then too, if y'all got any suggestions of stuff y'all haul around or anything, leave them in the comments. And I'd like to see what other versions of people that they carry. So yeah, let me get it out of the truck. I gotta move crap to get it out. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I got it all laid out here. I don't really have much. I've been trying to get little by little here. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, here. Basically, I've got a couple of the Factory 55, I call them like monkey knuckles, but they're soft shackles is what they're technically called. This one's a 20 inch, and then I got this small little 8 inch, which work great if you don't want to have to fool with these. I keep 3 D-rings just because you never know if you're going to need them, and they don't take up any space. And then I also have 2 on the rear of my truck and 2 on the front, so I have plenty of those. I have an 8-foot tree saver by Factory 55. See if I can open this up here and get you the rating on it. One thing about it, Factory 55 puts the ratings on everything. Maybe that'll show up. There you go. If you do it in a basket, basically working load is 12,600 pounds, but I think braking is 58,000. So I got that. It's 8 foot long. I got just one of these little cheap 6,400 pound working load little straps. I think I got this thing. My dad actually gave me this to me from Harbor Freight. Works great if you're just going to hook it to a little car or something like that. Somebody stuck in a ditch or a four-wheeler. Then I got this little cheap thing I've just always had. No big deal. This thing actually came in a winch kit that I used to have, and basically it's the same thing. You can just hook those together, or if you need an extension, you need to wrap it around the axle, anything like that. And then I just got a cheap little snatch block from what's the name of that place? Tractor Supply. 20,000 pound greasable. Nothing fancy. Pretty much just a snatch block. I've been looking at some of the newer ones that they've come out with that I want. I'm waiting on Factory 55 to come out with one. I think they're working on one now. When they do, that's probably one I'll go with. Warren makes a real nice one. Dad's actually got one of those. But I've never really needed it. I've never buried my truck enough to where, actually I've never buried it at all that I've had to be winched out. But it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So I think what I'm going to do is line that stuff in there, and I think I'm going to put my tools in there too. And then that way everything goes up top. It'll all be in one box. And here's kind of just some of the stuff I've got. 1/2 inch ratchet, pliers, cutters, 2 different sets of Allen wrenches, axle socket, bunch of 10, 12s, and 14 millimeter extra sockets just in case, vice grips, 3/8 ratchet, extensions, pull handles, freaking punch because you never know when you might need that. 10, 12, 14 millimeter wrenches, metric, come on focus, non-deep well sockets, metric 1/2 inch sockets, you know, tape, gasket maker, you never know, screwdriver, just little things like that. So I think I'm going to put all that stuff in here. And one thing I did forget about is I have this humongous tree saver, which I'll probably never need, but I'll probably end up pulling it out. But until I can get like a long tow strap for distance, you know, in case I have a long ways to go to a tree, I'm going to keep it because it's like 8 foot long, but it might help until I can afford to get a bigger strap or longer strap. So I think I'm going to put all that in here and figure out how I'm going to do that. Oh, and one thing too, I have like, I think 30 or 40 feet of paracord. Main reason why I keep this in here is I'm kind of camping. You never know what you might need paracord for. And the way we've got it strung up like that, you pull one end and it comes right out. So yeah, so let's get this put in here. Alright, there we go. I don't really like how I've got this laid out, so I'm probably going to be doing some changing. I'm not exactly sure. I just don't have much more time to fool with it today, so I'm going to get, I guess just get this put up on top. I'm going to have to make me some ways to attach this thing to the truck so somebody doesn't steal it. More than likely, you know, most people ain't going to know it's got tools in it. They'll think it's got a gun in it, and I don't want to get it stolen. So I'm going to get this up there, and it closes, and everything seems to be tightened down pretty tight. That's one reason why I left this foam and the bottom foam to help press everything down. So maybe it shouldn't be rattling. If it is, then I may have to put another piece of foam or do something different here. Right, we got it up there. It is a little bit on the heavy side, but no more than I'm hardly ever going to need it. It ain't going to matter. And it barely sticks up over the bars of that roof rack, which I don't really like that roof rack anyway. Eventually I want to get a slimline Prenzu or a front runner. I'm going to have to get, I don't have time right now to fool with it, so I'm going to have to do that on a later date. But I'm going to just get me some steel cable that'll fit through this and here on both sides and make my own little loops in it and put padlocks on it. And then I'll probably just get a ratchet strap or something. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it yet, and just hook maybe here over to the other bar down behind it right there and strap it down. But it fits in there perfect. It touches that side and almost touches the front. I mean, that's about perfect. So yeah, alright, that ought to be good. At least now it gives me more spots in the back of my truck. It emptied out this floorboard, and I don't think I'm going to have time to make this one. I went ahead and found me some rubber, but I don't think I'm going to have time to make this one for my four-wheeler today. So I guess I'll have to do that in a later video for you guys. But as far as this, that ought to work out pretty good. I started not even make a video out of this, but I figured, well, why not, and give me something to do, and then to give y'all kind of an idea of what I carry, and plus I'd like to see what else y'all carry. So just let me know in the comments below of anything you suggest I should put in it extra, something I just hadn't thought of. As far as air compressor, you know, that kind of stuff. Got an air compressor, a twin ARB air compressor under the hood in my drawers, because I air up and down so much. And my deck system is where I have my air hoses and stuff, so I have all that in there. But as far as tools and stuff, it's all going to be up there because you hardly ever need that stuff. But it's still easily accessible. You know, just unstrap it, slide it over, and you get whatever you need. So yeah, alright, well, I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you for joining and subscribing. I think we're up to like 1,360 something now, so it's definitely growing. I really appreciate it. Let me know if anything else y'all want to see differently, y'all want to see me do, or got any ideas of something I can do different, or you want me to make videos different, just let me know. I read every comment. So yeah, like always, make sure you subscribe and let me know whatever you think about it. Alright, well, like always, until next time, y'all have a good one. Thank you for watching.